Excuse me. I'm hoping. You never know. You never know. You never know. Never know. Oh, goodness me. Alexa, play medieval music.
Here's a station you might like. Medieval era classical on Amazon Music.
Alexa, level 1, please. Oh, hello. Not many people, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing. Hello, Linda. Hey. Hello, Jamila. Yeah, I'm back on a Friday, which is so cool because Friday, people know. But yeah, it takes a while for people to sort of pop in and out. They never know where I am, and I never know where I am either. So I've got some little bits here that I've done. Really nice to just go through some of the stuff we've done over the last few weeks. We've done a lot. We've done a real lot. So more than perhaps people think. And if you're in my Patreon group, you'll have got the resources for all of this. You'll have got all the dies, all the links, all the papers, all the PDFs. A bit more glue on that. I forgot about this, you know. Glued something in there and I don't like it there. There we go. So that's one. And this has influenced me a lot. So I'll be using that today. That back there. What else have we got? So I'll show you the different one. I go through it. Or is it that one? I think I've gone through it actually. So I've got all my spills and bits and bobs of paper in my bag. I'm not taking all that out because I'm not. Oh, here we go. Right, so now we've got the little book that I started. I didn't finish. That was like just to show you. I got some of them like little concertina books. I never started these. These are ones that I nearly did, but I'll move that on to something else. Oh yes, I've got my little cards that I'm gonna make into stuff. I've got prototypes. So really, there's a lot of work gone into this, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thoroughly. And you know, over the last few weeks, you'll have seen how I go about research and how I like to sort of work with stuff. But that's only what my preferred method. That doesn't make it right or wrong or the best way. It just makes it my way. So I want to sort of move back to the lady. Now I don't know who's here. I know we can see on here. Hi Jackie. Hi Pam. I know I can only see the people on here, but I really like the idea of employing everything we've done. You know, all the ideas we've done all together, really. You know, there's room for everybody and all of it. But, you know, I could even employ some weaving on top of this so that it doesn't look so bright, you know. Could get a big piece there. And then I've got me, where's my little one? There it is. Sorry. Let me show it you. So this is one of the books I did, which I love. And then we did the 5Ws research on it. I love that little book. Actually, there should be 3 books now. There should be three books I've done. 1, 2, yeah, they are. 3 full books we've got. And then we've got these that I did last week. Now, I love these, and these have been a real plus for me. I'm not a lover of that face, right? I'm a lover of that face. But what I'm going to show you now is I'm going to go for the final piece, I think. And I'm going to extend this face on this idea. And instead of extending the head that way, I'm going to extend it down. So I'm going to need these. That's why sketchbook's so handy, because you can sling it all in there. So I'm going to need these. Now, I can't for the life of me find my punch. But on the list I put out, I've got all the different size punches that you could use for this. And I found these from the Works. And the massive sequins. I've got a new camera coming today. Cost me an arm, a leg and another leg. But yeah, so I thought if anybody would like to try some media like this, that's what I'm going to do. Now, when we went years ago, we all went to Whitby. There was about 8 of us went. We stayed there, and I bought everybody a pack of them. So I've got the papers that I've made. And I'm just going to set out drawing. And the weather's beautiful. I've been out for a walk. I've already done 3 miles. I like to do 4, but I had to get back. And then I've had a Zoom meeting. I've got all the curtains in the washer. Yes. Actually, I'm going to use this one. All the curtains are in the washer. And I am happy as Larry, because I'm here with you as well. I'm very at peace at the moment. I've got to go and nip out and get stuff later, but I don't care. Just hang on a minute. Sorry, as you can hear, I need a new washer. Oh, and I got these as well from Studio like years ago. And these are different size sequins, okay? So I'm going to start, as I mean to go on. I'm going to do this face, and I'm going to build it up. Now, I have got the faces that I put on Facebook. These ones. So I'm just looking at the face I did. Right, okay. Would it work there? I think it'd work here on this one. So I've got my page, and I'm just going to put it here. The reason I'm going to put it there is because I'm going to put something there, like I did here. Oh, you see, otherwise I'd have to extend her, and I don't want to do that. I'm quite happy with what I've got. Hi, Sharon. So yep, just putting it there like that. Right, what I'm going to do now is I've got a house full of pencils, haven't I? An house full of pencils. Can I find one? Can I blow my neck? Right, so I'm just going to do... You can do it that way as well if you wish. You know, there's nothing to stop you. You don't have to do right to left. You can do left to right. You choose. So I quite like it that way. So what I'm going to do is, I'm sorry, my wash is on its way out. It sounds like there's a tank coming in, doesn't it? Right, so what I've done is I've put, I know it's gone like that, it's because of it doesn't like the fast movement, so I'll bring it slowly down. I've got a new camera today, like I said, coming, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm just going to put that down, and I'm just going to have it a little bit higher. And like I say, this is only a little starting point. It's not too big. This could change. I'll put double lines there, but that can change as well. I just like the proportions of this face, and I just thought this would perhaps work well. Okay, so let's see. Yay, she's alive. So just gonna put on lightly. Right, remember what I did for the other one as well. That I did the other one. I did a paper cut and put the face on top of it on a collage. So I collage the face on, and that way it's I'm not worried about messing it. I might change the nose a little bit because that looks a bit dodgy. But don't forget that this would be my line there. So this is going to be like my final piece. So lesson 6B. I'm hoping that as a group that you've enjoyed doing this, and that you might like to, oh gosh, that's a bit, you might like to continue and do another one, so I'm hoping, because it does take a bit of effort to do it, but with Patreons are really, I love you to bits. So just giving her quite a square face, and the reason for that is because I find it quite strong, and my mum had a really square jaw, and I thought she was beautiful, and for that reason I'd like to sort of adapt that. And it's important that you bring your own stuff to it. So here I'm just going to bring down a shoulder, which I won't use. Oh, bloody wasp. So I've got a shoulder here, and I'm going to just put like a neck on it. And the reason I'm doing that is, let me see if I can find her. This is Karen Albert give me this book, and I thought I had it, and I didn't. Obviously, there's that many, you think, oh, I've got it, and I didn't. So it was such a great help to me, and I'm very, very grateful. So I don't know whether she's in this one. No, she's not. But when you look at some of the dresses, she's got the big circles in it, but here it is. You see this here? This is really, so even her face, you're looking slightly up at it. Oh, that's brilliant, Dawn. Okay, brilliant. So that makes me very happy. So here, might just put that there. Here, this, I'm going to copy this bit. So looking at the patterns, there's another one where she's got a headdress on, and it's almost Egyptian-like. So I thought I could use these as that headdress, or punch circles out and that on there. Okay, so this is why I'm drawing this out now, because it'll give you a really good idea of where I'm going with it. So I really do love this because I think this works so well. I just like the shape of it, and I'm wondering whether, you know, I could put gold on her neck to make her look like, I suppose it'd be like Joan of Arc. So I'm just going to bring that down. That comes in there. That's why I'm looking at it thinking that doesn't look right. Right, so it's in at the eye, out at the chin. That's better. And I'm covering her up as well. So I've got to be aware of lines. And not make them too. See, I might just make it tall and thin, but I would not have been able to have done this without using all the prep. And sometimes, you know, I've often had it when we've been doing GCSE, that the actual prep has been better than the final piece. So we've got some lumps and bumps, and I might just have it full on, so she's the whole thing, but take this up as well. I'm going to do something with the face because that's better. I keep changing it, but I will get this drawn on now. So part of this, I might even just take that in a little bit there. Part of this will be, yeah, that looks better. The problem with that one is it's way too deep. So I'm going to do a bit of everything. So I'm going to do some, I'm just seeing that looks like that. I'm going to do some gold on here. I'm going to do her face. I'm going to tidy it all up. Patterns on there. I might even finish this one as well. And then see how we go. So I'm just going to start with the drawing the lines on. Now all I'm doing is very smoothly taking my time. So we've got some shapes like that. She's not right yet. She's just not right. I think the cheekbone on this is in a better place, and she looks like she's been not in a great place there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose some areas. So maybe that big one there. Could even be this one here. So all the things we've done, we're going to now put on here. Yes, that one, yeah. Yeah, it is Sharon. So I've just got to redraw this because she's just not, I'm not happy with her. but that could be a hair, that with a hair over it, so you won't have an issue with that in a minute. But I've just got to choose which areas I'm going to now. Collage, montage, frottage. You know, there's an area that's going to have this on it. So which part am I going to do? Maybe that one, because it'll come over all of it. I'm going to add pattern to this. Then I'm going to cut out circles with me. And if you haven't got a circle, I mean, I've got this here, so I thought, let's try this as a way of compromising. I think that's okay. And putting it like around the neck. So as we do that, we start at the bottom. I'll just do a few more. I might do some different colours. I do realise this Pirelli one is better with thinner papers, but I'm not particularly worried. I mean, I'm using what I've got, not anything special. I don't want to. If you haven't got circle punches, I can really say that they are brilliant as for everything. But I have got them, I just don't know where they are. So we've got a few. Now you can have them white or gold if you wish. So I'll show you what I'm going to do, and then I can get on with what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is start at the bottom. So this will build up like that shirt effect that I want. I might only have half. There is another way. This is quite easy as well. Right, this is a bit small version. So if you've got a circle punch, great. But if you haven't, you can also do, if you've got like a love art, you can do it with a love art. So as long as you place, and you can do it overlapping. I'll show you first and then stick it down. So if you wanted, you could go overlapping like that, so that it doesn't look like a love art. It looks like a, but it don't matter. I'm not worried at all. So I'm just going to overlap a little bit. Oh, for crying out loud, I should have got my tweezers. So that when you come to the top of it over, it's like that. So you're building like almost like roof tiles. I think I prefer this. And you just keep going with it. You know, you're going downwards. So you're not actually going up with a heart. And if you want to finish a heart, you can do a heart like that, or you can do like colour it at the background and then place it that way, so that the stuff that comes to be seen is the bottom rather than the top. So I'll just do 3 and then show you what I mean. So we go over it like that, pull it out a bit more, and then the top one goes over the top like that. So you're not actually seeing the love art, look. You're seeing the, okay? Do you get me? So I've got to decide now where I want it. And it might be, you know, that I cut her face out and do it again. Now with that. And I've got these then, what I've already had a look at. I've got some, on the feed that I've wrote on the little book, the little list for you, it's got a feed. And on the feed, it's got like a little Word document that tells you how and where I've got my stuff from. Now, it is an affiliated link, I'm not going to lie, but I just want you to know where I get my stuff from. And I'm waiting for them to arrive, so you never know, they might arrive while I'm doing this with you. So you could use them as well. So lots of options. Keep your eyes open for what you've got in your stash at home. So this is just thin thingy paper, this. And then I've got my curly whirlies here. which I can use, and I'm going to use today. So the main part today might seem a little bit boring, but it's the bare bones, so we get the messy bit done. Okay, so we're going to have a lesson C as well, but it's good if I show you how I do it from start to finish, and then you're not wondering, well, how did she do that? How's that? What's that from? And why is she doing it? Because otherwise you're just like a little bit lost. So I'm looking at her face now and I'm thinking, how's it moved away from that? And I'm just going to put that on there. I get it. I can see it now. Can you? Away. Oh, blimey, Charlie. Blimey, Charlie. Charlie, blimey. Oh, my leg's dead. Oh, flipping head. Oh, that's funny now. My blooming leg. Oh, my leg's dead. Right, come on. I can't believe. Oh, my leg's gone dead. Right, hang on there. I'm looking for a rubber. There'll be one in my handbag. Oh, I've got to go out and get my prescription. Oh, 1 minute. Oh, useless. Useless. I'm forgetting everything. I'm forgetting my name. I'm forgetting what I'm doing. I'm walking out without doing it. Bear with me, I'm sorry. Sorry, Lawrence. Oh, this is stupid. Well, there it is. I've got tape in my bag and nothing else. That's ridiculous. Right, I've got my rubber. I've got a house full of rubbers. House full of them. So I'm just going to drop in. I'm going to get rid of her face now, because it's gone too far now. So I need to redo her face, because right, I've got a face that shades like that, and then I'm looking at that now and I'm thinking I could add right, I like that one. So I'm not going to scribble too much on this, and the reason for that is because I can see where I'm going then. I had a great day the other day at Create and Craft, because I was doing a 1-day special and it was the football, so I was able to go to tape later on and it was great. But yeah, it's I'm going to have to move her over now, because I think that's what's missing. No, I don't want that on there, so I'm going to ignore that line I've just put on and put her eyebrow. Right, so that's better. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm happier with her. She's looking more like her. That's better. So, yeah. No, I've gone over again. Because I'm terrible when I'm starting to trace. Normal, Linda. That's a long... had that word said to me for a while. Right, so I've got the nose on, got a face. Just going to drop her. If you're wondering why it sounds like, she looks like she's going squint-eyed there. If you're wondering why it sounds a bit weird in here, is I've got all my curtains off. Just a slightly open eye. It's not a face that's a big issue or anything. It's that it's just the shape of where she sits within it. So I'm just going to draw her in now there. If I draw that in now, does that look like, yeah, that's better. So I'll draw it a bit lower, see if that looks all right. I'll just rub out, I don't normally do this, but I'm looking at the picture. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Oh. And I will put this in my Patreons. Yeah, I think it needs to be a bit. Right. Okay, I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to prop in her neck very lightly because I'm not too sure about that. But what I am going to do is just bring the lines sort of come in. I want it sort of looking like it's sitting on her shoulder as well as disappearing. But I'm not worried about the lines showing up too much. Reason because I'm going to put stuff over it. These are just my guidelines for me doing. What is up with this rubber? I don't think it likes this paper. Rub out all your old lines. You can always add newer ones if you want later, or split lines up. That's a good one that you can always do. Just split things up so you're the same shape, but you're dividing it up a little bit. Yeah, got this. So, oh no, it looks a bit dodgy now. It could come in too far. I'll paint that out in a bit. Oh no, it looks a bit better now. Once you get the other lines out of the way. Right, okay. You're still with me. Great stuff. Like it's going to be boring before it gets better. But if you think of how far we've come all together and what we've done crazy amount of brilliant work, you know, and we've done all this together and we've covered so many different parts of topics in history and, you know, in actually sort of research. So this shouldn't take one lesson to finish. It should take a few. And it's a shame if it only takes one lesson, because you've been doing this for a few months now, and if you're doing it for a few months and you do it for half an hour and you've finished, then you didn't need to do all that research, did you? Just putting some lashes on just so that I could get a feel for it now. That's better. Just going to put in where a socket will be. I'm going to put some pattern in now, and I'm liking these patterns, so let's go with I've got some great ideas for stencils, and I'm hoping that if people like the stencils, I can make them on my new machine and sell them. Then here we've got, I like the idea of the flowingness, so I'm just going to do this. So it softens that facial line. Like that. And then this way, quite embarrassing before, because I just had my walk, got in, took all the curtains down and all the voiles and stuff, and I was sweating like all over, right? Oh, sweating all over, and I'm like, oh no, I can't have a meeting now. Anyway, the meeting was like timed for 11, and I could not get on that Teams. I don't know what I was doing, but it weren't right. Anyway, I'm glad I couldn't do it because it stopped me sweating, and I had to sort of explain that everything's down and the curtains are down, and I'm not normally like that, but it was quite. It looked like I just got out of the shower, but it's gone really warm here now. So I've just put a few lines there over her head, lines coming down. Hello, hi, go create. So I'm now going to put in, I don't know whether to leave this for my, I think I'll do a collage on that one. Then this one, we need a pattern in that's going to be relevant to Klimt, isn't it? So we look at let's look at our book. So this one's a cool one, isn't it? Because it resembles hair. So that could be here. Yeah, I really like that, because we could add those here to it there, and here. Like that. Oh yes, yes. And then the next one is circles and lines. So and then it's So with this, I'm trying to draw straight, but my arm's getting stuck to the table because I'm sweating. So we're doing this line here. Now, I'm not going to go over the shoulder because I think if I do choose, it doesn't really matter if I'm putting stuff on it, but at the moment, oh, why is that wet? Oh, I've been jiggling the, oh, you silly woman. Look at this, I'm soaked. I've been jiggling the table, right? You know, with the rubber. What have I done? Yes, you've guessed it. Yeah. Jiggle, jiggle everywhere. It's soaking. Oh, I'm in it. No wonder my arm was like, why is my arm sticking to it? Because it's all sopping wet. Stupid woman. Right. So, getting back to this. So, I can't remember what I was saying. Here, the patterning will work. And I can go right over the shoulder and just put like the war stuff on, if I wish. Now, I need to look at some others because I think I need to bring in like spirals. I know I've got spirals, but I also have these as well, which look really cool. It's cracking the flags here as well. So I'm looking at this and I quite like the idea of, because we're having this one here, collage. I might even do some weaving. Oh, it's dripping all over my legs. Might even do a little bit of weaving in one of them, but one of them I want my coils on. So, oh, it's proper dripping on me. Right, let me get my shirt in it. So if I've got like, I'm just going to draw on here. Now, bear in mind, I'm covering this up. Just so you know. So that's going to be like sequiny. So I think this one with the coils. Yeah, I think coils there. I could even put some of these in, which I think would be quite nice. Collaged in. So this could be spirals, collage. I'm looking at other patterns and other things I've got. I'm looking at this. I really like this shape, this. And I'm just going to, because it's very similar, I'm going to have to, this sopping table. Let's have another look. So we've got these as well. See, this one is really important. The circles are really important. That's really cool. That's really cool. But where's my little book? Sorry, I've got everything out here. That's why it's a mess. Let's go for this. See, that there is going to be on a chest. And I'm looking for areas of, see, these are really nice, aren't they? So we could collage that with gold paper. Swirly bits there. The eyes look good. So we could put eyes here. Where are the other patterns? I think maybe we've got no squares in there, so, and the squares are quite important, aren't they? We've got the little squares there. So issues. So we've got circles there. So I could put in some of the circles from that shape there. See, that looks really nice, doesn't it? And it's got the eye in it. And I think that could go there. So if I look at that line there and look at that one, trying to get it all in so you can see. So we've got that there. Doing them different sizes so that it doesn't have to look like a full-blown eye. I mean, you look at klimt size, not his, but they don't really represent, some of them don't look like eyes. They're like, it's just the shape. Ow. It's just the shape of them that really brings it. See, we've got the spirals and that there. It's not showing me the bits I want this. I'd have to go online and have a look at some more. So basically I could just go like that and let the colour do the rest. Yeah, I think I like that. Have you never heard it? Never heard cracking the flags. Be out there popping tar bubbles soon. Right, I'm really happy with this. Yeah, it is, Linda. It's like pulling the stuff together that we've done. Pointillism, all that, colour, collage, you know, and I'm looking at all the work I've done, and it's been a pure pleasure. It sounds like I'm giving some. I'm not. But I just look at all the little books I've created, and you know, it was just my love of the artist and my love of doing it, and then you know, and the colour and texture of things. It's just been a pure delight. I love that one. It's particularly successful, so I might adapt some of that into here, like having big squares. Now I did have a little. There it is. So rather than squares, I've got these oblong ones. I can just use as a, you know, reference. But I do love that shape that allows us to sort of build in it. So in there we can have circles and dots and whatever we want. Oh man, it's dripping with wet. Not sweat, wet. And not that bad yet. I can't believe we've done an hour. What am I like? What am I like? Oh, that's wet as well. So now I'm going to do 4, otherwise people say, it looks like traffic lights. Yeah, I know. So quite like that. And I'm looking at this now, and I'm going to get some patterning in. So using things we've done before is so important to us, because that's why we've been learning them. It's how useful they are, you know, and you'd be surprised. You might look at a piece of work and just think, oh, I could just put a bit of quilling in that. Whereas if you card make it, you don't necessarily think, you just go straight for your distressings and your stencils. And yeah, it's a shame, because there's lots of other craft things that we can do, but we tend to pull out the same ones. That's why I thought, if I do out mad ones like this, then I've got all those tools that I've had for years coming back up. Where have I got this coat? Oh, don't tell me that's gone a bit iffy now. Oh, is it gone a bit iffy because of... Sorry. Oh, for crying out, lumberjacks. Oh, what's on there? Let me just put that on there. Sorry about that. So, homework. I've got her how I want her now. I am going to work on her a couple of times, so it's about applying collage first, or paint, whatever you prefer to do. So I am happy that I can start now to work everything I've done and put it on her. So next Friday I will have done the curly whirly bit. I might collage there and put the eyes there, so I will have done it. So turn over. Homework, right, for lesson 7, right, is do spirals in quilling. To do collage area, and then for lesson 7, lesson 8, we'll be doing all the other, you know, some more things. But I think if you get more than that done, brilliant. But I want you to look at, right, so know that. So do spirals, homework. Now the other thing I'd like you to look at is when you're collaging, I never know if that's right. Look at shapes within shapes. So get a circle and put a square in it. So this is, I'd like to do a sheet on this where I get these, and then I'll put that and then that on it, like that. Come back. Hey, you just went off. So I'd get that on it, and then I would get like maybe one of these on it as well, and I would build up, and then I'd get maybe not that one, because that's, where's that other one I did? Right, we'll use a bit of this. So I'll get my scissors out. I don't know if that's dark. Oh, it might be. Just chop a bit of this off. If you've got punches that do this, even better. Or die cuts. So start playing around with your dies and you're layering a circle in a square and and then maybe sort of square as well. I mean, that looks really cool, but what would it look like if I did that and then you see? So, or I could do and it's all about now finding patterns and things that you like adding your own pattern and decoration to them and seeing what you get. I mean, I'm doing really basic stuff here, but I like the idea of that on there and then turning them over. I might not want, see? So pattern and laying. So I think that is a really good way of building up not only confidence but building up your repertoire. I mean, the next thing is let's get one of these. I haven't got my quilling bonds at the pens at the moment, but if I was to just do it lightly around a pencil that's not wet, so just quill around a pencil for the time being. Make it a bit bigger as we better off with a quilling pen, and I could put that on there, glue it, see what it looks like just like that. But then what would it do if I held it there and squeezed it from the bottom and I got like that? Or if I put it in the middle and then squeeze both ends, I get that eye shape, don't I? So that would look perfect on here. Where's my face gone? Come back. Not done. Where have you gone? Oh, it's on here, isn't it? Stupid woman. I keep saying stupid woman. Getting terrible at it. Right, so in here, we could do that. We could put like a little bead in it. The collage bits there, we could still do the spirals in it. But that eye one, we could draw the background bit in, paint it, and then add these to it. I think that'd be really good. I think adding collage like this, three-dimensionally, put that off there so that, and up here we'd get more of one. Chop that bit off and we'd have more of it showing. Do you get me? So I really think that's going to be our homework. The homework is get as much of the spirals and the quilling and the collage done, but the collage, I want you to think about layers. So layering shapes, colours, and I will do one of these with it. Oh, remember what we did? We stamped with it, didn't we? I will do one of these then. Oh, I can't. It won't sit on a layer. I will do a series of tags, I think, with layers on. So I'll do little ATCs, I think. Yep, I've got a little book here. I'll show you what I'm going to do. I did these ages ago. These are the ATC ones, yeah? And I might do a layer on each one. I'm going to do a layer on each one to see what I get. That's going to be my homework. And that'll be for my Patreons, but I could do a little card like this where I can put them on a ring and flick through them. Oh, there's my homework. flick through it. I'll create one of them and we can show each other what we've done. And then next week you can create it, because I know you're working a little bit like a week behind me. But anyway, so we've got our face done. We've got an idea of how she's going to be. We're looking at all the collaging that we've put on work so far. We've looked at our old books and seen the shapes we've got. We're looking at our old ideas and his Klimt's to see what colours we like and stuff. Don't want you to be frightened of looking at your work. Look at it, it'll inspire you. Do we want to add more weaving on stuff? Do we want to add sections like this? And I particularly love this, where I've cut the back and sectioned in it and then drawn in it. And I think there's nothing to stop us doing that, weaving it first and then doing that. So I am incredibly happy where I'm at. It doesn't look like we've done much, but we've done a lot. And if you think that if this was a GCSE, this would be like 6 weeks worth of work prep, 6 to 8 weeks worth of work. So you can see that there's a lot. Oh, I forgot this one. And there's a lot to it. You know, a lot to it. And look round the house for your punches and stuff. Get it all out, your die cuts. Like that baby blue I've got, I'll be going like the clappers. Sequins. I've got the sequins coming. I've got 3 mil. I've got 2 mil, 3 mil, 4 mil, 5 mil, 7 mil, and 8 mil. For my stitching as well. So anyway, yeah, we should have a gallery of inspirational ideas for each other. But I do appreciate you coming to join me. I do understand that it's all crazy with I can't get on Facebook with certain things. I'm paying so much. All my Patreon money is going towards viewers. My camera, well, I'll pay for that. My StreamYard, that's how much it costs a month. So I couldn't do it without you. I really couldn't. And if anybody's got any questions, please reach out. I am happy to answer any question. Well, for artwork, I don't want, if you've got a corn, I can't say much about that because I'm not a doctor, but do you know what I mean? And please do have a chat. And if anybody's got any questions, set a little chat room up and we can all go in there and talk about it. I'd love to do that because it's getting very, very quiet. And I realise that people's lives are getting back. But if it's art related, then let's have a little chat about how to do it. And it's a very simple one today. But I really want you to look at all the stuff you've done in the past. And I treasure these little books because, well, not only is it hard work, but, when I mean hard, I mean, I've loved it. There's a lot of work in these, but it didn't feel like work. So that's our own work for next week. We're going to get spirals quilling the collage area, and then if you can, ATCs on different collages. You can watch this again and again and again. I might put some links up for you when I get my new sequins, but I want you to sort of sit down, have a look at what you've got, get your punches out, go on, you want. I'll put a picture of this on my Patreon for you, and I will see you next Friday, same time, same place. And oh, thank you. I appreciate you all so much. You come every week, and I like the idea of having it one day a week where Friday is your day, even if it's only an hour, because I know I look forward to it. I love it. I feel like you're here with me. So I'm going to go and take a picture of this and put some of the other stuff I've done into the Patreon. And I will see you all at 12 next Friday, where we will do another section. And then by week 10, I reckon it'll all be finished. Maybe even week 9, it'll be all finished. Well, no, not week 9. Lesson 9, because there's more weeks than there is No, there's more lessons than there is weeks, if that makes sense. We've already done 7, haven't we? So I'm going to love you and leave you. I'll go and get me the washing machine back out at garden, because it'll be, I don't know if you heard it before, but it's on its last legs, and it's really is. It runs across the kitchen now when it sees me. So I'll go and get it back on its lead. Anyway, love you and leave you. And I'll see you next Friday at 12, where we'll pick up Klimt inspired work. I'm so enjoying this. Next one I was thinking of, Macintosh. Hope you like him like me. Anyway, as always, bye for now.